do right now and did earlier on. The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, the team leaders George and Leonard are the wings. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. For teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge.
Sure can, and just getting on the same page takes some time, and then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will help you do that.
To the paint, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
If Serge Ibaka can get down that low, it's going to be that easy for him.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Nurkic against Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic kicks to Powell. The rebound by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The 19-foot shot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Paul George, too nice from that distance. Just gets up there with confidence and knocks that one down.
McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Nurkic the pass to Covington. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's the Clippers. Covington with the steal. It's McCollum on the wing. Shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Ibaka. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And Lillard just has the quicks right there. If you give him any space, he's going to get in that gap.
And so here are the Clippers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first 3. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
Leonard with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's McCollum. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Excellent D there from George.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And out of Lehigh, C.J. McCollum, probably the best player ever out of the Patriot League.
Yeah, I don't think that's a stretch, Kevin. In 2013, when he was taken 10th in the NBA draft, I think a lot of people were trying to look up not just C.J. McCollum's name, but where Lehigh was in the country. But that draft pick has paid off huge for Portland. Him and Lillard have been one of the most dynamic backcourts in the league for the last few seasons. And it is a tough matchup on a nightly basis to try to produce against what McCollum brings to the table offensively.
Here's Jackson after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Jackson misses. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland, trailing by 4. Powell, the pass to Lillard over Jackson, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Zero hesitation out there as he catches that pass. Lillard just fires it.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. And the pass to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 6. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And sometimes it just feels like Leonard enjoys converting on the difficult shots. It feels like backbreakers to the opponents.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
George against McCollum. He kicks it to Lillard. For 3, Covington, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Well, all eyes on Lillard defensively, and that causes a big-time breakdown, and he's quick to take advantage.
Leonard draws the double. A wide open look here for Ibaka. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's McCollum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot, you know, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size defensively.
Well, it might not be, GA, the size part of it defensively. It's the fact that, you know, you'd like to make more of an impact defensively. So forget the size. You know, CJ needs to show some more effort on that end. The best part about CJ is that he usually wins the matchup on a nightly basis because he's such an incredible scorer, and that's where maybe you make up the difference.
First free throw is good.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line. Been interesting to watch the evolution of Serge Ibaka, just improving that shooting and that confidence to be a perimeter threat.
And what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Jackson with it. Lillard picks him up. Jackson misses.
You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And with Ibaka, he doesn't shoot a lot anymore, but he's still very efficient.
Well, I think, Kevin, that's what makes him an ideal fit with a team that has 2 star players or other guys who are going to draw attention away from Serge. He can spot up on the weak side, get into a great offensive rhythm, and knock down shots.
And that one's good. Lillard.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Powell with the steal. Here's McCollum. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Clippers in the lead. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Marcus Morris. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jackson. Zeller, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Outside Leonard. Bledsoe outside. Here's Ibaka, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Ibaka's got 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
McCollum finds Zeller. Outside Covington. Misses the 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard right side. And it's McCollum in the corner. Portland no good that time either. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Los Angeles. Outside Leonard from outside the arc. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Here's McCollum. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class on how to get and one opportunities.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
It also feels like they just got into a great rhythm from the three-point line right away in the game.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Mann comes in for George. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Bledsoe. Here's Zubac. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Zeller. Back to Smith. Portland moving the ball around. Snell finds Smith. Here's Snell. Here's Nance. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Mann can't hit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
6'1" guard, Bledsoe up there with the block. Wow. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Out to Ibaka. There's the 3. Rebound by Smith. Trailblazers trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Nance. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Well, this will always be a part of Serge's game. Rim protection on the inside. That's nasty.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 9. In the corner, Snell with it. Fires the 3. A second chance effort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Clippers leading by 7. Pass to Kennard. Going inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
Now here is Smith. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bledsoe outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Nance. And now Portland on the break. Smith's running. Snell, that's good.
Well, Smith looking now to dish to the guys who are wide open.
.153 left here in the first quarter. Man passes to Bledsoe. Takes the turnaround Jay. Zeller grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Dennis Smith Jr. is shifty, but really what it comes down to, he's got a great burst, and that helped him out that time.
Portland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw drop for Smith.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr., one of the youngest players to ever have a triple-double in the league, and it speaks to his natural talent. Now, just looking for consistency.
Smith hits them both. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Clippers. 4-point game. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Now Zeller. Nicholas Batum missing from long range. Zeller, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Bledsoe passes to Zubac. Feeds it to Batum. Uncovered. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Well, Bledsoe has been shown and known to be a scorer in this league, but he will play unselfish, and made the right play there.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Simons, the pass to Zeller. Back to Smith. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Encouraging to see Dennis Smith Jr. with that kind of range and that kind of confidence.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Kennard. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Smith scanning the floor. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Damian Lillard winning the 2020 Magic Johnson Award, which honors the player who combines excellence on the court along with cooperation and dignity with the media.
Being recognized for giving your time, but also making other people's job easier. I take a lot of pride in that. The same way I take pride in my teammates doing well and my coaches doing well at their job, I take pride in the local media being able to do their job and give insight and give a better look into what our team is doing.
Well, Lillard is well-deserving and well-liked, certainly. Some of the most open and thoughtful answers you'll hear.
Comfortable with a microphone, whether it's a press conference or a recording studio. He's got quotes and bars.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Kennard is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Man in at the 3, the small forward. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you.
Well, the road less traveled. Anthony Simons took a year after high school just training at a basketball academy. No college, not the most glamorous route, but his game has some flash to it.
He's one of those guys, GA, that comes into the game and just is an offensive force. Takes shots off the dribble, can shoot threes, is lightning quick, and gets to the basket. Still very young, still a lot of room for him to grow, but he has shown flashes.
And so here are the Clippers. Portland making their last shot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. Trailblazers trail by 5. Inside. The fader. Snell, no good. LA has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Now the feed to Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Bledsoe at that size being able to get up onto the rim, that is impressive stuff.
Pass to Zeller. Smith outside. Now the pass to Simons. And here is Zeller over Bledsoe. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Cody Zeller.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Bledsoe. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Zeller. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Dennis Smith. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Batum. Offline with his 3. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure in that one. Didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Here's Jackson. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Now here's Nurkic. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 7. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Lillard attacking. Nurkic trying to get open. And it's Lillard missing. LA has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Picked him clean. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Georgia subbed in for Luke Kennard. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Nance. Norman Powell comes in for Tony Snell. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. George, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 9 points. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum outside. Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 9.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
The Clippers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Here's George. Got it from 16 feet. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. To the paint. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by George. And that's now 9 points for Serge Ibaka. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And then how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
And the injury troubles for Yusuf Nurkic the last few seasons, Brent, my goodness. Freak injuries, too. Just bad luck.
I feel like we've said that about the Blazers for about 30 years. And for Nurkic especially, just the broken leg, a broken wrist. And, you know, when he was in the lineup last year, Kevin, they were one of the best defensive starting fives in the game. With him being out, they suffered. Let's hope he has good health for the rest of his career.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Nurkic. And no good. Ibaka with some nice D. Clippers leading by 8. Jackson drives in, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. McCollum against Jackson. Outside Leonard. Powell with the steal. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now just a 4-point Clipper lead. LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Leonard against Nurkic. Fires from the line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Leonard's got 10 points.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
Here's Lillard. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now here's Leonard. 29 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Marcus Morris. Down low. Now Leonard. He's got 10. Here's George. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Covington from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. From downtown, sinks the triple. He's got 9.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Leonard with the steal. Shoots over Covington, and they'll get another chance. Here's Ibaka. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Powell. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
George against McCollum. Trying to get open is Ibaka. George with the bucket. George has got 10.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
George against Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Mann's checked in for the Clippers. Bledsoe comes in for Jackson. Zeller, he's checked in for Portland. Smith comes in for McCollum. Here's Leonard, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Well, not known as a flashy dribbler, Leonard showing off more handles than a six-door limousine.
And the list of players with multiple series clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs: Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Mann. Bledsoe taking his time here. 6 to shoot. Here's George. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Lillard attacking. Powell kicks to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Knocked away. Nurkic finds Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 8.
Now, shots like this are going to help Dennis Smith Jr. get himself going, which is a defense's nightmare.
Clippers leading by 5. Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Zeller. Nobody near George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one. 1:02 left in the first half. The pass to Zeller. Back to Lillard. Smith on the wing. 8 points for him. Lillard outside. Over Bledsoe. Here's Zeller. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Zeller's got 4 this quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
26 seconds left to play here in the half. George against Powell. The 17-footer. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 14 points for him.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Lillard. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Lillard's got 20 points.
And look out, the weather report might call for an avalanche of buckets from Damian Lillard.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Here with Ty Lue, good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. But make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
I have to applaud their offensive consistency. They're not wasting possessions or taking bad shots. That's a testament to their patience, their discipline. They're focusing on playing intelligent basketball.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They just keep giving the ball away. That's not how you win. I understand this defense is giving them problems, being disruptive. If they can just cut down on the turnovers, I think they can win this game.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. The veteran pair of Lillard and McCollum are the guards. Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now here's Covington. No problems knocking that one down. Covington's got 8 points.
Stepping in just a little bit closer, but keeping the D honest as Covington knocks down a mid-range.
A 3 ball. And Marcus Morris good for 3. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Lillard attacking. Covington passes to McCollum. And Portland again with the bucket.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jackson is doubled. Ibaka for 3. It doesn't go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard with it. Passes it to Powell. And it's McCollum in the corner. Here's Covington. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Leonard with no one around. A 3-pointer off the mark. Portland trailing here. Lillard attacking. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Well, Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside. Forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shoot 2.
The free throw drops for Lillard.
Is clutchiest a word? I don't think so. I just used it. But Lillard is that. I mean, he is clutch, and his leadership so valuable for this team.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe, the D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Ibaka, this is to Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by George. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Jackson against Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one falls for Jackson. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. Portland also making some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Nurkic. Tony Snell comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Los Angeles leading by 5.
And Nick Batum, he can kind of give you a bit of everything on the wing. A true jack of all trades.
It's interesting, GA, because that versatility is what got him a long-term contract to play in Charlotte for a number of years. And now coming full circle, he's back to that versatile play around other guys who are star players. That's what makes him so valuable to any club he plays with now.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, we know Zubac can eat up space inside, Brent. Great job of securing rebounds.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubac is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable roll target.
Covington's shot is off. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Stolen. And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Covington. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Kennard. Batum wide open. He fires. Hits the 3-point bomb. Batum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's McCollum. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Defended by Covington. The Clippers rebound. Batum for 3. Trailblazers trail by 8. It's intercepted. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Zeller, he's checked in for Portland. Los Angeles with another miss. For Portland, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. McCollum passes to Nance. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul, and one more. It'll be hitting the showers.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Kicks to Snell. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Clippers with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Jackson. The shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Covington in the corner. McCollum outside. Zeller trying to free himself up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from McCollum. LA's got more than a 50% success rate on their 3-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
The first free throw is good.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Jackson. And a switch here also for Portland. Smith has checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Trailblazers trail by 6. Now here's McCollum. 16 points for him inside. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 5 here tonight. Bledsoe against Smith. Now here's Bledsoe. D right on him. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
Snell kicks to Covington. Takes a 3. Can't hit that one. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They lead by 4. A 3 ball. And Marcus Morris good for 3. 19 points in the game.
Well, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Kennard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The steady hand of the lefty Luke Kennard there, and he's able to do it with the foul.
First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him.
Well, Kennard has had some injury struggles in the early part of his career, but every time he comes back, he's hitting the ground running and gets himself back into a good offensive rhythm.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Trailblazers trail by 9. Smith outside. Covington against Batum. Smith dishes to Covington. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Frames the three-pointer. Snell's got 6 in the quarter.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Zeller against Zubac. Tipped away. Here's Bledsoe. Not enough on that one as it misses. Trailblazers shooting well. 50% from the floor. And it's McCollum off the drive. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Mann. He kicks to Bledsoe. And the pass to Kennard. Batum scanning the floor. Dives to the hoop. Zubac in the post. He's against Zeller. Zubac, that's good.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And here's McCollum. 18 points for him. Out to the right wing. Three-pointers. Snell. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
Mann passes to Zubac. Over Zeller. That one wide left. Trailblazers trail by 3. It's McCollum with the drive. And he banks in the layup. McCollum's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And for the Clippers, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Passes to Mann. Now Kennard. Zubac with it. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Mann can't hit. McCollum finds Smith. Here's Covington. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Covington's got the lead up to 1 now for Portland. And the Clippers call time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And George is subbed in for Kennard. And then for the Trailblazers, Powell, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. Now here's Bledsoe. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Bledsoe against Lillard. 1:06 left to play here in the third. Now here's Powell. And it's Smith, that time on the assist by Powell. Powell's got 3 assists in the game. Here is Bledsoe. They trail by 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Zeller's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Man can't hit. And for Portland, they're shooting an impressive 61% from the field in this third quarter. And it's sent back by George.
Paul George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
Even in close to the hoop, that's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
Lillard outside. From downtown, off the mark. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Trailblazers out in front, they lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Clippers right now, George in the front court along with Leonard. Then there's Bledsoe, then it's Ibaka, and it's Man in at the 2. Here's Smith. Paul George making his last shot, and Zeller kicks to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Clock at 6. Zeller inside. Guarded by Bledsoe. Shot by Zeller, no good. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's foul number 2 for him. Jackson, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. The Clippers trail. Here's Jackson. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Smith, the pass to Zeller, gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
And it's a feel-good night from behind the three-point line, racking up a ton of threes.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Simons is checked in. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And the team leans on him for moments like this where they need him to dominate offensively.
Pass to Simons. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Jackson. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Shoots over Lillard. Jackson misses. Portland leading by 3. Simons surveying the D. And there's the pass to Zeller. In the corner, Powell with it. The 3 And the Trailblazers, another three.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Simons, the pass to Zeller.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And so Zeller nails both of them. Clippers trail by 8. Outside, George. Jackson passes to Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Here's Lillard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The three from George. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot's good from Simons.
Good to see Damian Lillard take a more proactive approach to getting his teammates involved here in this one.
And the Clippers call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Powell dishes to Zeller. The jump hook. Good work defensively by Ibaka. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 10. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. To the left wing. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. In the corner, Powell with it. Zeller trying to free himself up. And another three for Portland.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that. Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Passes it to Simons. Here's Powell. He's covered by Leonard. Nurkic against Ibaka. Pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Simons from outside. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Jackson in the corner. Back to Leonard. Over Zeller. Misses off the right iron. Portland leading by 11. It's stolen by Ibaka. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Anthony Simons. Jackson against Lillard. To the middle. It's deflected. And the dunk by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Nurkic. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Clippers trail by 13. Jackson kicks to Zubac. He dishes it to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
McCollum against George. That's tipped, and so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. The Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Leonard looking over the floor. Shoots over Powell. Leonard, no luck. The Blazers on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. Lillard attacking. Powell, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 8th assist in the game. Clippers trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's George. Nurkic with the block. McCollum against Leonard. And finished off by Nurkic.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Clippers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And Lillard throws it down.
And Lillard, you don't see it much, but man, when he gets up, that's an exciting play.
And here's Jackson. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And finished off by Nurkic. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
A defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Fires, high post, offensive rebound. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And the amount of confidence Morris is feeling right now, everything looks right. Just an awesome scoring display from him.
Now here's Nurkic. Here's Powell. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. It's Jackson with the drive. Zubac in the post. Looking on Nurkic. And it's Leonard missing.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. The dish now to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Clippers trail by 18. Outside Jackson. Outside Leonard. Launches a 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. McCollum outside, from outside the arc. And finished off by Nurkic.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Here's George. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Lillard has a bit of old school to him. He can hit those shots, not just a long-range shooter.
The Clippers shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. Powell against Leonard. That one drops for him. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. To the inside. Here's Covington. No good there off the double clutch. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Left side, Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 8 now on the night.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Lillard.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Down low, and the dunk by Zubac.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. McCollum against George. It's Powell on the wing. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard. Here's the Clippers. Outside Jackson. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dishes to George. Back to Jackson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Outside for George. There's the pass to Leonard. Now here's Jackson. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Dave. The defense was not the best in the first half. Was it better communication to change things down the stretch?
I think our communication was better, but, our activity, our urgency was much better. We had much more of a presence where they felt us, they had to take tougher shots. It was harder for them getting into the paint and just running their offense. We lost that first half, and we figured it out. We made the proper adjustments, and I think that's why you saw the game change in the second half.
It was a tale of 2 halves, man, and congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.